So I actually decided to use the flares on the white car rather than the red car just because there's so much going on this car, and I thought that it would look better on a stock body. So I'm mocking those up right now. I think they look pretty good. I'm just messing with you guys. I would not do that. This car I'm trying to keep a lot more stock. I might, if I did wide body it, I'd do it a lot more clean than what I'm doing with the big scoops. Yeah, but I am doing something too with the white car today because that's why it's up on jack stands. I'm going to be swapping out the suspension that was on the red car because that one is 105,000 miles on it. And this one's got 216,000 miles on it. So pretty high mileage Z, but I'm swapping all of the suspension off of the red car, all the stock suspension, as I upgrade it. So once I get aftermarket control arms and such, then I can eventually swap over the entire suspension back over to this car. And so yeah, I'm gonna yank this fender off, the flare that I just put on. I'm gonna yank that off, and then I'm gonna start working on the suspension. I got it sitting all over there. I think I'm actually going to paint the suspension before I put it in. So, but I just could not resist to put this flare on this car just to see. I mean, with that wing, I mean, it still looks pretty good. What's up, guys? So I ended up going over to Tyler's work because the camera died, so I had to go get the charger from him, and so I kind of postponed the build on the 300ZX, or the repair. Yeah, so I'm gonna get started with that now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put the suspension in. I broke all of the bolts, so it should be pretty easy whenever I have to do it. But for right now, I'm just gonna go spray paint it because I only really have about half an hour to an hour left of time to make a video for you guys. Otherwise, after that, I gotta go to bed. So that's just kind of how it is. So where I put it wasn't level, so I ended up having to put the front with the rear and the front with the rear, because different shape. This one kind of has notches in it, so it doesn't roll. But yeah, I got all that set up, and I'm not really gonna clean these off that much because honestly I don't really care. All right, let's see if we can find some paint. It's kind of where I keep all my shit. This is the plastic from his wheels. Oh, here's the black cap. It's got a little bit of paint in it. Eeny, meeny, miny. I don't even know what color that is. I think that's clear coat. His car is so out of place. He's over here with all these supercars. Wow, I don't even know what this is. Oh, it actually has more room than I thought it would. This thing is really cool. And then his little brother over here.
New NSX.
Oh shit, really?
Haley, this is the new NSX I showed you the other day.
Wow. See, like the one thing that I was told, look at like the shape of these, that grill and then that grill. They're two different shapes. And then the same thing with those. I just think that they should have done the same shape for all of this.
Yeah.
2018 Ford Mustang. Oh my lord. It's as long as a truck.
Really?
So we were just at the Motorplex or the Autoplex at it was the adult night at the Autoplex. So we got a couple clips there, but now we're at the Shakti skate park trying to get some clips here. Again, we're not that good, so don't judge. So it's the next day, and I'm going to be working on the white car again. I'm going to be replacing the suspension. I already got the driver's side front done. It's super simple. I mean, it was a little bit hard just because of clearance issues, because it kind of hits the sway bar. But it went easy. I got my mallet there with my 17 mil, and it went pretty smooth. I got to do the other side in the front, which shouldn't be too hard. And then I got to move back into the rear, which I actually already have the bottom half loosened. So it should be super simple. All I got to do is pop out all those interior panels, and I'll have it out. Jack stand on this side was not even touching it, so whenever I was pushing down on this hub, it was just totally teeter-tottering, and it kind of scared me, so just had to put a jack stand there, and no more issues, so. Well, I'm not sure if I got that on footage, but I got it all the way out and I put the new one back in. So I'm really not sure if you got that. I haven't checked over my clips, but yeah, it's in. All I gotta do is tighten it down and then we can move on to the rears. So I guess I'm gonna do that now. So the fronts are done now. All I have to do now is the rears, and that's kind of a little bit more work because I have to take out the interior pieces in the rear. Why does it do that? So I don't know what that was all about. Put my key in the ignition and everything worked fine. So I think everything's alright. I just have a trunk that you guys need to keep open. You can just keep a pair of vice grips back there. And then just put it on the strut for that supports it. Obviously get some tension on it. And now your trunk won't fall on your head. first piece. So basically what you're going to be doing, you got to start from the inside all the way around the strut tower. So you got to take off this first centerpiece and just work all the way around. There's also a panel right there. This panel right there, you got to take that out. There's a couple screws on the back side of here for this panel for the strut tower. What's up, guys? I lost some footage there, so this is kind of the outro. Anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the video, and I hope you guys liked it. So subscribe and like if you like the video, and stay tuned because there's gonna be a brake video on the red car as well as a brake video on the white car. Upgrading the red car's brakes, and putting the stock brakes back on the white car. Like I kind of said in this video, I'm taking most of the parts off this car and we're putting them on the white car. But anyways, guys, stay tuned for that because the brakes are looking sweet.